up, everybody? It's Chaos Studios back at it again in another video. We're right here playing Tales of Berseria. And two things. One, we are doing a charity live stream starting from December 1st, ending on December 24th. Link is in the description if you want to buy a shirt or donate. Both proceeds go straight to Toys for Tots Marine Reserves. Anyways, with that being said, as well, look at the quality, guys. 1440p, 2K. Guys, did you guys really think I was going to build a new computer and just have the quality be 1080? Come on, you guys. You guys know me. Not really. I was actually going to have the quality be at 1080, but like, well, a friend of mine sent me a link to this monitor, and I was in the store for a monitor, and it was so good. So this is a monitor. Yep. Anyways.
Laffy said, "Can I ask you a bit of an awkward question? What kind of demon would you say Velvet is?"
Well...
Oh, don't worry. I'm not trying to find a vulnerability or anything. I'm only asking out of curiosity.
It's not that I doubt you, Eleanor. I just don't know much about her myself.
You fought against her, haven't you? She consumes her enemies with her left hand and claims their power. She's a demon like absolutely no other. Plunk just about any demon down in front of her, and I bet she could devour it in a single gulp.
Yeah, I'd say that's pretty much true. Sometimes demons that she doesn't entirely devour turn human again, but...
What? You've seen demons turn back into humans?
Is it that big of a deal?
Of course it is! Everyone knows that once you catch demon blight, that's it. There's no turning back. Although, I did see it happen with the High Priest Gideon. I wonder if there's some kind of connection.
Not that it matters if he turned back, demon or not, he's dead either way.
Whatever it is, it's of no concern to a pirate.
If I were you, I wouldn't worry about what's normal. If things were normal, we wouldn't have found each other.
You have a point.
Sorry I couldn't help, Eleanor.
No, you didn't do anything wrong. But I need to keep digging until I find out more about the kind of demon Velvet is.
Jeez. Alright, anyways, there's a chest over here. Alright, and let's do the expedition. Oh, look at that! That was fantastic.
Scout ship.
Fantastic. Let's go over here, and let's just go back to the central area. Ooh! Nope, we're going over here now.
That bug! It looks pretty tough. Yeah, I've been around a long time, but I've never seen anything like it. It must be a new species.
Incredible!
A new species is usually named after the person who discovered it. The Laphicet rhinoceros beetle, then?
Rhinoceros beetle? Whoa now, that's a stag beetle if I ever saw one.
No. Those things may look like pincers, but they're actually horns. A three-horned beetle will cause quite a stir in the bug community.
Hey, I know pincers when I see them, and those were some mighty pincers. The Laphicet stag beetle has a better ring to it, right?
What part of that sounds better?
The whole thing. Stag beetles are the strongest after all.
I can't let that go unchallenged. The rhinoceros is the king of beetledom.
Beetledom? More like beetle dumb.
That doesn't help your case at all.
Rokuro, Aizen. I feel a dangerous storm brewing.
The rhino is a one-trick pony with its horn, but a stag can cut its opponents in half. Its weapons can be used in any situation. The stag is a true swordsman.
That's petty trickery. The only beetle with the raw muscle to decide its own fate is the rhino.
But they only live for a year. The stag can survive through the winter.
They live hard and die young. Is the beauty of such a life lost on you?
Why is it that boys get so excited when they talk about bugs?
Rhinoceros, stag, or butterfly. It's all no matter to me.
They all look like cockroaches.
They're totally different!
So, what will you name it? I think Rhinostagros for now.
Rhinostagros. I love Laphicet. He's such a great guy. Not gonna lie, we don't. Me and my friends, we don't really talk about. Oh, let's see. But we do have these kind of arguments, heated arguments, when it comes down to things like that. Especially when it comes down to
Salatoma flowers smell so sweet, like raspberries.
Let me smell. Oh, they smell tasty.
Do they really taste that bad?
They lure you in with their scent, but once that flower hits your tongue, its flavor transforms into something dreadful.
Dreadful like how?
The petals melt into a liquid thousands of times stronger than mint, and the leaves and stem taste richer than the richest beef tongue. The two flavors clash and fizz on your tongue, and your whole body is racked with choking pain.
What?
Seriously?
That's what Ifrit told me anyway.
It's actually true. That's exactly what it's like.
You've tasted it before, haven't you? Is there any way around it?
You can squeeze it, boil it, mix it with honey, but nothing gets rid of the taste. Trying to mix it or sweeten it makes it even harder for some to swallow.
Have you taken yours?
No, I'll do it once I'm back on the ship with the pirates.
Wait, are you the type that puts off unpleasant tasks?
Not at all. I simply cannot be the first to drink it when others are still waiting for us to deliver their doses.
You do know that you'll have to drink double the dose after you start displaying the symptoms, right?
Are you certain?
Quit being so stubborn. It'd be better if you just got it over with.
And you've taken your dose?
No, I don't need to. Having a tethered Moloch drink it is enough to absorb its effects.
But to a Moloch, it tastes...
Yes, the cuter you are, the worse it tastes. It's good to be an exorcist, eh, Eleanor?
Do I have to drink it?
Of course not. I'll suffer through my own dose of Salatoma.
Oh, poo. How dull. Whew.
wow, jeez. But no, we have arguments when it comes down to sports and oh man, I just recently computer argument about which computer would be the best way. We like to just do fake builds and sometimes real builds as well. And one thing that we just absolutely love is to figure out what's the best computer for certain people who ask us, like, you know, because we get people asking us.
You think there's any chance that wanted Moloch would launch an attack here?
His target's probably Loringen, but stay sharp just in case. He might try to break open the bug cage as a diversion. Wanted Moloch? Loringen?
First that demon Rex Helavis, and then Eleanor betrays us? We're never gonna catch a break.
Quit whining. Cleaning up messes is our job.
Looks like our Abbey buddies are up to something.
And the bug cage. That barrier, I assume?
If so, it won't be long before they find out we broke in.
Then we should make our exit while we can.
So we built computers that involve what type of games they tend to play. We just like to decide. Sometimes we decide that one is too overkill, sometimes we decide that the other one isn't enough. But you know, we have these kind of arguments. Wow, I think this is too right? Nope. I guess it didn't let me teleport over there, did it? Nah. I guess it needed us to play the... Go. Please, what is that? Berry? Oh my god. Y'all think what I'm thinking? Might as well try, eh? Yeah. Hello? I don't even touch it anyway. Look at that! Hey, alright. Don't need to face these guys. No, man, not gonna face the snake guy. That was just That was brutal, you guys. That really was brutal. And just quality in the 2K, man, it is beautiful resolution. Beautiful. Looking at that. Oh, gosh darn it. Does the rain really... I guess there's still a lot more stories to be had. Nope. Looks like you can't go this way. It's just... I love flowers. So we're about to try and help me now. Right. Nope. Over here. There we go. There's bridge. This is where we enter. We'll do the dot. And this is where we go. Oh, snap. What happened? Not that way. Has to be this way. Alright, awesome. Fantastic, guy. Going. Okay, so my frames are probably going to be showing the bottom. It's going to be locked at 60 because this game only locked its frames at 60, unfortunately. Wow, I just went a complete circle. Look at that, you guys. Fantastic. Fantastic. I knew I was going to do a complete circle. I don't know why I was. Alright, go over here. Nice, big guys are back. Oh my gosh, awesome. Bigger and bigger each time we're going away.
Yeah. Hey, how goes it?
Zavid!
Easy there, bro. I don't got time to spar today. Got a date lined up.
That artifact you've got belongs to Ifrid. Why do you have it?
Just picked it up off the ground somewhere.
Don't screw with me, tough guy. I have ways of making you talk.
Ha! I wonder how much pain gets you to open up.
You're the one about to be tested.
It's not up to you how this goes. If I want to talk, we'll talk. And if I want to fight, we'll fight.
What are you?
I'd play more, but I don't want to keep old Pointybeard waiting. We'll chat some more later, with our fists.
Wait!
Aizen! We need to get the flowers to everyone on the ship!
You can handle it!
But you're...
Let's head back, Laffy said.
All right.
Is there an outfit for Laffy set? Because to be honest with you guys, I really don't like this outfit. It's like the most boringest outfit I've ever had this man wear. You know what? Yeah, he's such an angel. I might as well have him wear that, right? That's the only thing. Like I don't want my man to be wearing that gown. It's like he's like he's not really unusual or anything like that. He's more like a guy who's like grown to a manlyhood. So he should be wearing something else than that, you know? But
That thing Zavid was holding? What do you think that was?
From the sound of it, it seemed to belong to Ifrid.
I've never seen any object or art quite like it. Maybe it's that relic Ifrid brought back from a continent across the sea.
An art from another continent. Do you think Aizen will be alright?
That Moloch seemed to know what he was doing. I'd rather we just stayed out of his way, but...
First the throne, and now here. What is Zavid after, anyway?
He was probably just making up that date business. But still, old Pointybeard?
Just like Ifrid. When I was talking with Benwick, he said Ifrid had a pointy beard.
You don't say.
Then I bet Zavid is that wanted Moloch the Abbey's looking for.
Yeah. He must be aware they're after him. And then he baited Aizen into following him, using something that belonged to Ifrid.
And I'm pretty sure Aizen knew that, but he went after him all the same. This can only go well, I'm sure.
Is Aizen in trouble?
It doesn't matter either way, if his Corsair scourge goes untreated. For now, let's get back to the ship.
Okay. Let's get back to the ship. Let's get back to the ship! Wow, where is that? Wow, this feels a lot quicker, but I guess it's a lot smaller. To the ship. I thought, where's the harbor? Oh, over there. Okay. Whoopsie. Whoopsie. Here it is. Hey. Alright. Beautiful, beautiful ship. Boom. Boom. Let's go inside and let's take a look. It's kind of quiet here. Don't you guys think? There's like no music. It's so weird. Hey, dude.
We've brought back your solitomas. Drink up.
You've saved us! But where's the first mate?
We bumped into some wannabe tough guy Malak, and he just took off after him.
What? That must have been Zavid! Why didn't you guys follow him?
And leave you all with the Corsair scourge?
Yes! Aizen's the one in danger here.
Is it because the Abbey is after Zavid?
So you even knew about it? I heard the details from a merchant who deals with the Abbey. Some big-shot exorcist named Melchior has set up a trap for Zavid and Loringen. If Aizen gets caught up in that, he might not make it out alive.
So now there's Melchior to worry about.
Why is Lord Melchior assuming direct command to capture Zavid? Wait, that's not important. What matters is I can turn Laffy's head over to him and finally return to the Abbey.
Melchior is a legate. A powerful enemy, trap or no.
You guys are useless! Well, fine. If you're not going to go help him, we will.
What makes you think you're capable of being any help?
Would you let an ally get slaughtered just because you were scared?
What?
We want to save him. Maybe we'll lose. It still won't stop us. We are the ones who decide our fates. Only us. That's just the creed of Ifrid's pirates.
You're a real hothead, you know that? Nobody said anything about not helping Aizen.
Huh?
You all stay here, take your medicine like good little boys, and be ready to welcome back your first mate and captain.
The captain?
Why else would Aizen knowingly barge into a trap, if not to save Ifrid?
Of course! Leave the ship and crew to me.
Here, this one's for you.
Those pirates haven't a lick of sense in them.
They don't let reason dictate who they protect.
If you say so, Demon.
Now, about where Aizen's headed.
Those exorcists were talking about some place called Loringen.
Yes. It's a tower in the northern part of Westgand where the exorcists train.
Lines up with what Benwick told us. That must be the place.
There must be a lot of exorcists. Hang in there, Aizen.
That'll take more than basic exorcists to do him in.
We ought to pity any poor exorcists who meet the Reaper.
Right. Let's work together and find him.
Ooh, boy, they really are something. Alright, let's go get Aizen, you guys. I wish there was teleportation. It'd be fantastic to get teleportation. Alright, let's keep going. So, for those of you guys who don't know, I'm also rocking doing honors. And oh my gosh, being able to see when I'm recording and being able to.
Solitoma is as awful as I remember. I'd hoped I'd never have to drink it again.
Are you alright, Eleanor?
Is this your second experience with the Corsair Scourge?
No, I had it for a different reason. In the Abbey, it's tradition for initiates to drink Salatoma as part of their welcoming festivities.
Sounds like hazing to me.
When everyone shares the same experience, drinking something so shockingly revolting, our bonds are strengthened. It's a good thing.
If you say so.
I really did believe I'd never have to taste it again. To be blunt, I hate it.
You're lucky you think it tastes so terrible. That means you also know what tastes good. Right, Velvet?
What does that mean?
Velvet can't taste anything aside from blood.
What? Is that because she's a demon?
I'm aware of one other flavor. Mogulu, here's your dose of Salatoma.
No! Get back here!
Don't! Keep that salad away from...
I see. The sweet taste of another suffering. Why does it seem like everyone around me is completely mad?
Yeah! Continuing to fight when you know you'll lose just is insane!
Would you stand around and watch your comrade die just because you're scared?
I wouldn't want to, but getting myself killed wouldn't save anyone either.
Yes, it would be illogical to fight.
Is being illogical really that bad?
Well...
At the Empyrean's throne, I remember Velvet standing, despite the horrible pain she felt. Rokuro is training with all his heart in order to defeat his brother Shigure. And Kurogane used up his own head to forge a powerful blade.
None of that is very logical.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to put it, but I think it's all amazing.
Aren't you forgetting someone?
Magilu is traveling with us, even though she doesn't care. And that...
Yes, go on.
I don't really understand what that's about. Miss Magilu, hang in there!
Well, it is amazing in some sense, I suppose.
I really don't like that. I really don't like that lady. That's fine. Alright, so I guess we're heading out to this side. Yeah, that's Alright.
Loringen Tower lies beyond the Bernac Plateau.
Blah! If you're gonna set up an obvious trap, couldn't it at least be someplace more convenient?
I'll end this quickly.
Get up! Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Oh, anyway, don't attack.
We gotta get out of here!
I really don't want to play right now. That's what I want you to do. Okay, where is this? Okay. So, okay, so I have to go to the wing. Okay. Gotcha, so those places they reach from the block. Hey, mate! Lovely weather, aren't we having? It's actually beautiful weather. How it just changed from raining. What's cool about it, I can actually see what we are, what time on the recording, which is phenomenal, guys. It's absolutely amazing. It really is. Let's go down this way. All the way over there. Is this the entrance? Really? That was been erratically, so it's better to stay away from it. Yeah, now to look at the bugs. Gotcha, no. Gotcha. So I like that. So interesting. Very, very much interesting. I could have sworn. Okay. Let's go to this way. Yeah. I could have sworn that basically they didn't really have that feature where they let you know when you need to go. I guess we're going in here now.
What's wrong, Lafayette?
I was just wondering why Eisen and Zavid can't work together to find Ifried.
All men their age care about is their reputation, their street cred. Such a hassle.
Oh, really?
Well, I can't fully deny it.
The same could be said of women, and of everyone, really. It's hard to work alongside someone unless you strive to understand their thoughts and feelings.
And if you can't?
Well,
It's like Zavid said. You start talking with your fists instead.
Sounds harder than I thought.
Yeah, well, life's hard, kid. Get over it. Let's see. Oh my god. I am in the plateau. There is. That's long.
Whoa! Hot water is spouting out of the mountain.
And look at those rainbows.
this is one of the 7 wonders of the world, the Bernak Geyser. The water heats up from underground until the pressure forces it to spray up from the surface.
And the rainbows are caused by light reflecting from the salts suspended in the mineral water. It took tens of thousands of years for the minerals to accumulate here and form this phenomenon.
Wowee!
That was very educational.
At least you know plenty of trivia, if nothing else.
Additionally, the groundwater veins that feed this geyser are connected to the sea. Because of this, every now and then a boiled octopus or crab will shoot out from the geyser!
No way!
That's impossible. Well, not impossible, but
With the salt content of the geyser's water, I bet they're seasoned to perfection.
Mogulo, I'm declaring your bizarre imagination the 8th wonder of the world.
People say that all the time.
Goodness me. Oh my gosh. I totally forgot. There are some wonders of the world, and that's the last one that we currently have, the pyramids. Which is very disappointing, honestly, thinking about it, right?
Eisen!
Did you get the medicine to the ship's crew?
Yeah,
Good. My thanks to you.
These soldiers won't be happy in the morning, but they're alive. Is this your work?
No, they were like this when I got here. It must have been Zavid.
He didn't kill a single one. Interesting.
The Abbey is going to great lengths to arrest him.
Even so, he clearly knows he's walking into a trap. What I don't get is why he roped me into all of this. If he didn't want my help, then what need did he have to play the Ifried card on me?
if you knew this was a trap, why did you come?
To see for myself. When I met Ifried, I was wallowing in despair that I would ever find a way to break the Reaper's curse. Stop denying reality, he told me. If you were really born with that curse, then it's a part of you. But if the Reaper learns to grasp the wheel of his life, even he may find his creed, his path through stormy waters. And so, I joined him aboard the Von Eltia.
A creed of life.
Let's say someone's murdered the captain. If it came as the result of him living life on his terms, I could accept that. But if anyone, and I mean anyone, tries to crush his way of life, I could never forgive them.
Who's there?
It's rude to eavesdrop.
If you got secrets, talk about them at home.
Zavid, isn't there any way you and Eisen can work together somehow?
Not if he's going to keep acting like this.
Well, that's how it is.
What was the point of all that posturing? He could have just stayed hidden. Weirdo.
Can't disagree there.
Loringen Tower's a training ground for exorcists, right?
Yes, it's a great edifice built on ancient ruins.
Laphicet, did you ever go there when you were tethered to Teresa?
I don't really remember the beginning of my service to Teresa.
I see.
What sort of training do they do there?
Exorcists are tested and assigned Malachim equivalent to their aptitude with mana. It's also where they practice Moloch arts and study our laws.
So the lower ranks use it as a sparring ground in order to train up to the higher ranks?
No, an exorcist's affinity to mana is not something that strengthens through training. We are given Malachim based on our inborn ability, then learn arts to suit that ability.
So, an orderly is an orderly for life then?
Correct.
There'd be no spirit of competition then. Don't they want to get stronger, to advance through the ranks?
There'd be no purpose to advancement. Rank signifies nothing more than the type and number of Malachim one can tether. People join the Abbey for only 2 reasons: to protect people from demons, and to save the world.
Are all of you that dedicated to asceticism?
How sickeningly noble of you.
I wonder if your wills are suppressed just like those of the Malachim you use.
Deviants like you could never possibly understand our motives. In any case, that is who awaits you at Loringen Tower.
So we're in for a rough welcome. I say bring it on.
Alright.
I can't wrap my head around Zavid.
We witnessed his unwillingness to kill before, but it seems he's quite serious about it.
Maybe that's why I don't feel scared of him. Even when he and Eisen were about to fight, I didn't feel tense at all.
Perhaps that's just because you've been around Velvet a bit too long, kiddo. Next to her, few people are frightening.
Do you think so?
Don't ask me.
He doesn't come across as vicious. I think that's why you're not scared.
Because he's just a brawler?
Maybe he's just naive.
Okay, so he's just a naive brawler. He's still involved with Eifried's disappearance, and he's also taking on the Abbey. I just don't get him.
Me neither.
Uh-huh.
I agree, but I don't understand any of you either.
Alright, let's go, you guys. Still got around like 30 minutes. I don't think this video can help you. I haven't had to fight nobody.
I don't get it.
Get what?
Why did Eifried let Eisen join his ship, knowing he carried the Reaper's curse with him? What good did it do? I just don't see the reason behind it.
Well, if it were me who had that curse, it would mean that you and Velvet could die because of it, right?
Yeah, I suppose so.
If that's the case, then I'd feel like I'd both want to and not want to be close to you two. And I'd probably really, really hate myself for it.
Do you suppose that's how Eisen feels? But Eifried still took him in. He agreed they'd put up with the curse together.
It's all a bit hard to fathom.
Well, if one thing's for certain, it sounds like Eifried's a very strong man. At least for a base lawless pirate.
Nice. Yeah. Alright, let's see what we got.
Take a look at this.
Quitting is the same as defeat.
Oh!
I knew this would be big. What a treasure!
Yeah.
Scout ship said...
Start going.
The map's getting filled in little by little.
There's still a long way to go. It's a big world out there.
Yeah, that's true.
And a lot can happen on the waves. The far seas are unexplored territory for a reason.
I'd imagine so. The seasons and the weather can change the sea completely.
Oh. Do I sense a budding interest in the sea?
Think you're feeling less apathetic about it now?
I wouldn't say that. I was just reminded of something someone once said to me.
Eisen, can I ask you about that thing Zavid had?
It belonged to Eifried, didn't it? I've read much of the Abbey's archives on weaponry, but I've never seen anything like it.
He found it when we crossed to the far continent. It's a relic from a long-vanished civilization. He's like me and can't resist a good treasure. But of everything we've found, that one was his most prized.
What is it?
I can't say. It seemed like a weapon, but Ifrid wouldn't let anyone touch it. He went off and tested it on his own, then came back all grinning, saying he had an ace up his sleeve the next time we got into a fight.
Then it's definitely some sort of ancient combat device? But why is Zavid looking for Ifrid? To apologize for stealing it?
He doesn't seem like that much of a gentleman.
Did he really steal it?
What do you mean?
It's just my feeling, but Zavid doesn't seem like the type of Malak to steal something so precious.
He said he just picked it up. Perhaps he's trying to return it.
Perhaps.
But perhaps not. Alright, I guess we're just gonna walk right in. Walks right in now, eh? Yeah. He walks right in and be like, hello! Here's the big guy. Oh! Oh! You're big on you. Alright. Fine.
I'll finish this now.
Alright, I don't like this guy. Anyway, kind of easy peasy. Easy peasy. Let's save over here. Save it for you. Or then gates of blah 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 blah. Okay, looks like we're opening up some gates tonight. Alright, so we just gotta do some hard one, right? What is that? Like some of these things I don't know. Like dude, does Demon Blight go more than just the humans? I feel like it does. I feel like it definitely goes more than just the humans. I haven't been wearing this for 4 months now. It's insane, you guys. Just imagine that. Oh god, these guys again. Oh god. Please. Just leave me alone. But no, I've been doing these episodes for. But then again, I mean, it's probably gonna be around like 80 weeks or something like that. Seeing how like 80, no, 40 hours, 40 weeks. Seeing how it's like 40 hours to complete this game, which is really, really long, you guys. Really long, honestly. Oh no, definitely not that way. So I mean, I think of this like an anime, honestly, you guys. Well, hopefully the story is just as good. So far, it's been phenomenal. One thing I would have to complain about so far is that I hate these little small cutscenes. I haven't been here. But no, like, the issue is that these little cutscenes are super duper annoying. Super duper annoying. But there's nothing really we can do about it. That looks like a folder that was Stop it. Stop it. Okay. I saw the star, so obviously.
Are we ready for this?
Down we go. Here we go. That's where we go. Alright.
No one on guard. They're really not bothering to hide this trap.
They probably knew we'd sense it. The question now is just what they're planning to spring on us.
Let's go over here. Nice big wall. This really is a trap now, isn't it, you guys? Yeah, let's go this way. Oh boy, this looks like it's a boss fight. This smells like a boss fight. It really does smell like a boss fight. Alright, that's not the right way apparently. So this one would be it. Yeah, there's no way that's the entrance, right? Wow, this is like this is the training ground? It's kind of training ground, guys. What the people where you train? Just say like, oh, I got to do.
Eisen, when and how did Eifried disappear exactly? And how did you two meet in the first place?
You know, you ask an awful lot of questions about us.
What? I don't mean to pry, really. Perhaps it's a habit I picked up from my work. Drat. It seems I've been digging too hard.
No matter. Eifried vanished about a year ago. He agreed to fight a duel against someone, and secretly left to meet his opponent. Once we figured out what was happening, we rushed to the scene. But all we found was the aftermath of a fight, and a pendulum.
Was Zavid his opponent?
Given his choice of weapon and his ability to fight, I'd say it's likely.
What I don't get is why Eifried would end up captured and imprisoned by the Abbey after a fight with a stray Moloch.
The Abbey had him prisoner?
On their island. Until an exorcist named Melchior took him away, that is.
What? Lord Melchior did?
The Abbey would have captured Eifried about a year ago. Surely it must have caused quite a stir.
I was simply patrolling. I wasn't involved in any such operations. Oh, but I do remember that we suffered a great number of casualties around that time. I never heard why, and when I went to investigate, I found no records of any major deployment. And then I was ordered to cease any such investigation by Lord Melchior.
That's fishy.
He wanted to hide something, clearly. And I think I'm starting to get a picture of what it was.
And it involves the Abbey?
Yes. Yes, you. Oh, she's just so childish. Couple of these guys. Hey, look at that. It's Captain.
Eifried.
So, this is Von Eifried.
Eisen, it's good to see you again.
So you're alive. You could have sent a letter.
When have you ever written a letter to another man?
True. Aside from my little brother, not even once.
Your brother? Ah, yes. You told me that once. Eisen, why?
I've got no brother. Enough of your tricks!
Thanks for luring him out. I owe you one.
Zavid.
Now come on out, you old coot!
Lord Melchior.
Breaking through my double illusion. Impressive.
I'm making a point not to fall for the same tricks twice.
I shouldn't have let you get away last time. I won't make that mistake again.
Why am I here?
Her consciousness has returned, so that is its power.
into a demon.
What? This can't be happening.
A chain reaction. Your Reaper's curse is quite a dreadful affliction, isn't it?
Don't you run away!
Heads up! Wyvern's coming!
Oh,
Why would an exorcist create a demon?
Hey, worry about that later. Goddamn dragons to take care of.
yeah, leave it up to us. Dragon Holy crap. Weakness, fire, ground. Okay. So I need ice. Oh, unfortunately, my... Here we go. Oh yeah, I used the wrong person. Ah! Alright. Look, Mom!
Leave this to me! Crimson Servant! What is it? Clear light! Invigorate us! Inspiration! Here it comes! Take the sky!
Forget the pain and move!
I said!
Take the
I said!
Here we go.
Watch it! Watch it!
Invigorate!
Let's change this argument. Come on. The rush. Yeah.
Yes!
Fudge. Artie's.
Invigorate us!
I'll stop you! How's that?
Inspiration!
You're wide open!
Alright.
Crimson Servant! What is it?
I'll stop! You're wide open!
Clear light! Invigorate us!
Let's go!
You're
Wide open!
Crimson Servant!
No escape! You're wide open!
How could this happen?
No escape! Eat it! Let's go! No escape! You're wide open! This is the Reaper's power!
Crimson Servant! What is it?
No escape!
No.
I'll stop!
Clear light! Invigorate us!
No escape! No escape! No escape! One!
Crimson Servant! What is it?
I realized we need support.
Here! How this works? Atlas split! Clear light! Invigorate us! Circle! Waterfall! Inspiration!
Here we go.
Crimson Servant! What is it? Atlas split! Here! Atlas split! What happened?
Good job.
Here! Here! Take the sky! I said!
Bye-bye.
Take the sky! I said! How could this happen? Take the sky! I said! How could this happen?
Whoa! I'm stuck in there. Come on, fill me up. Thank you. Kill these guys. There you go.
Think you can dodge? Just try. That's all, huh? Good.
Alright, fam. You're so down.
Good.
Okay, I gotta be careful. I gotta be real careful. Gotta be real careful. Here we go. Devour, come on, devour, devour. There we are. There we are. Come on. Come on. Oh, darn it. Come on. I gotta kill this guy. I love the devour one. Come on. Oh, punch. Anything like that is not good in any way. Okay.
It is I, Absorber! Absorber!
Oh boy, that's not good. Alright, seal up.
Stop it! Enough waiting!
There we go. Boom. There we are. Get some hit. Get some. There we go. Boom! There we are. Man, that took a while.
Looks like you got caught in your own trap, old man.
Oh, are you sure about that? What the?
I'll take care of the last one.
He just saved the wyvern?
You folks jump in and kill without a second thought. Is that your creed?
Marvelous. Your Siegfried is just the power I've been looking for.
What?
My work here is done.
The hell did you do? Wait, damn you! Follow them!
What the hell just happened? What just happened? We're going. No, we gotta go all the way, other way.
Where the hell did they go?
Find them. They can't have gotten far.
You know, jogging won't really be helping, you know? Running is probably a better opportunity to get them. But no, you have to jog. Why do you need to jog? I don't know. I feel like just running would be way better.
Damn. You sure got some speedy legs for an old fart.
I'm glad to see you're okay, Zavid.
It's not me that I'm worried about.
Melchior was highly interested in your weapon. And yet he didn't steal it. Surely a legate like him could snatch it if he wanted to.
Why bother stealing it? When you can just copy its hidden formula. Some arts can decipher the workings of other arts in a split second. And guess what Melchior's specialty is?
As he left, he said, "My work here is done."
The Abbey must have some use for that unknown art. Who knows what? After all, they brought it here from another continent.
And we'll find out what they're after and crush it to dust.
Let me ask you just one question. Why do you have Siegfried?
I'm counting on you, he said. Back when I served the Exorcists, they sent me on a mission to capture Ifrid.
Zavid, you were once their slave?
Yeah. My mind was under the influence of Inominat's domain. But when Ifrid aimed this baby at me, one shot was all it took to open my eyes. The fight we had after that was one for the books. He might have been a human, but that guy was a beast. Put a song in my soul. But then Melchior had to jump in and spirit Ifrid away with one of his damned illusions. That old bastard! Playing tricks with people's minds.
But why'd he grab Ifrid and not Siegfried when he had the chance?
He probably didn't know at the time that this guy was the real prize he was after. But Ifrid knew. Right before he was taken, he distracted Melchior long enough to hand Siegfried over to me. Well, that's all I know. Whether you believe me or not is up to you.
Got it. We're done here.
Huh? That was easy.
Ifrid only says I'm counting on you to people he trusts.
Is that so?
So, what are you gonna do now?
Gotta keep looking for Ifrid. Still gotta give this back and settle our score.
I doubt you have much time left to get that done.
I'd hazard a guess that until now, Melchior was unaware what Siegfried could really do. In other words, he and the Exorcists weren't able to interrogate anything out of their captive.
And now that Ifrid's no longer needed, I see no reason for them to keep him alive.
You think I don't know that?
If you really want to save Ifrid, you probably ought to team up with us.
Nope. No can do.
Why not?
You lot will do anything to achieve your goals. Even kill. Sorry, I'm a fighter, not a killer. I won't steal a single life. That's just my creed.
And I've got no intention of changing our pirate creed either.
Eisen and Zavid have their own creeds. They both have such strong principles, even though they're so different.
Just like humans.
Alright!
Well, that was sure something. Melchior and his illusions are cheats.
There's no cheating in combat.
What I meant is that they were awfully dirty tricks for an upstanding exorcist.
And the illusion seemed so real. Had that gone on any longer, I wouldn't have been able to tell what was real and what was fake.
If it can't be distinguished from reality, perhaps one could live a happier life within the illusion.
That sort of happiness can rot.
You think so?
But by using illusions, you can defeat an opponent without causing them any physical harm.
Oh, how humane. Wow, the Abbey is so great.
Lord Melchior is an exemplary man who has served Lord Artorias since before the Abbey's founding. He's done everything from logistical planning to defense strategy and even political negotiations. He shows the utmost concern, even for his opponents, so...
He turned a friendly Moloch into a dragon.
That was...
Physical wounds can heal. Emotional wounds never fully fade.
Yeah, but...
Don't lose heart, Eleanor. Foul play is foul play, but you're talking to a demon and a witch. Who can judge?
I appreciate that you're trying to console me, but as an exorcist, I cannot accept this.
Alright, you guys. Well, guys, that's getting concluded from there. Thank you guys for tuning in. Like, comment, subscribe. I will see you guys on the next one. Bye, everybody!